Summer rains are expected to continue supporting South Africa's agricultural sector in 2026. According to Agricultural Business Chamber Chief Economist Wandile Sihlobo, good rainfall could lead to strong harvests, especially for rain-fed crops like maize, herbs and soybeans, offering hope for emerging farmers. But while the rain is welcome, some farmers say severe storms are doing real damage. Instead of investing in growing their business, they're being forced to spend money repairing property and infrastructure. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo is in Masebe farms in Vereeniging. A very good morning to you, Ntokozo. So the farmer that you are with is preparing to enter the export market. How have the recent severe storms in that area affected those plans?
Good morning, Arabile. Sorry, Katlego, indeed. She is working on getting those certifications that would allow her to then enter the export markets, having already penetrated the retail market. And as you rightfully said, she's in the herb space, but also covering other crop, including maize and the soybeans that you just mentioned. So she had gone out to just run some errands earlier on in this week, got a call from her children that the roof is falling and the floods are coming in, or the rainwater coming into the house. So this is one of the guest rooms in the property that she is still now working on fixing, as you see there, the picture being shown by Kedumetsu. So as you rightfully said in that intro, Katlego, the rains are itself good for the agricultural industry, as the Agricultural Business Chamber's Chief Economist Wandile Sihlobo having highlighted that rains expected well into February, good for then that crop season. But I do have Matsidiso Masebe here with us to talk us through just the impact that she's then had when it comes to the impact of the floods. Thank you so much for talking to us. As I just told Katlego, you are ready to go into exports, but now you are having to divert funds that should be going into your operations to fix damage to the farmhouse. Talk us through what happened a few days ago and where you are with now fixing up the property, and we can walk as you show us through.
As you can see, the bedroom already fixed the roof, and the whole passage as well was damaged. The whole passage was damaged, so yesterday we tried to fix the roof and close up all the loose ends. So, but we haven't started with the ceiling as yet. This is the bathroom also that has been damaged. You can have a look inside there.
And the cost of this, Matsidiso, because I can imagine that the funds you are now spending to fix this home could go a long way in your farming operations.
Yes. As you said earlier on, that we have applied to get our global gap. So we're looking into planting herbs, because that's the final stage of us acquiring our global gap certification, so that we can be able to export. And here is the toilet as well, that you can see the damage has been done as well.
And now, Matsidiso, you did say that the farmers here in this area are doing now work to try and minimize the damage to even crops. Could you talk us through that? What is the process that farmers now have to do after heavy floods to ensure that the stock or the produce is safeguarded from things such as worms and so on? What is it that the farmers in this community are now doing after these floods?
Most people right now are, there's a process that we call a spraying. So, because then there's pesticides and there's pests, so we are spraying to prevent that. And that's the process that has been happening right now. But also because the grass is growing very, very long, so we're also clearing the farms to clean as well. So that, like, we've got tunnels and we've got net structures, around them the grass is very long because we couldn't get into the tractor with that. So we're also slashing around to clean the farm.
Well, Katlego, I'm going to spend a bit of time with Matsidiso here on the farm as well, with the workers to here, because when we were driving in here, it is about a 5-kilometer drive from the main road. So we are going to hear as well that Matsidiso has put that investment into ensuring they have transport and some housing on the farm as well, to just reduce some of that risk of impacting productivity. But we are going to hear from the workers that how heavy rains then impact their productivity, but also their ability to get to the farms around here if they do not have that accommodation and transportation. And Matsidi's, of course, going to give us a little bit more insights on the sort of support that she is or is not getting from the private sector and government when it means really actually being able to get into the export market this year, Katlego. So I'll give you a little bit more of those details a little bit later on.
All right, Ntokozo Khumalo out on a farm in Vereeniging, speaking to a farmer there and just some of the challenges that they face.